we got some special things for you tonight. And I just want to give you the classics. A lot of people went out to some events this week and they were able to catch up with some of the legends, see a lot of the images, a lot of the optics out there. I was again out of town, so I didn't get to take it in personally. But guess what we're talking about right about now? The Queen herself. The Queen, the Queen, the Queen. Prettiest one from the Queen. Still no penny, EK, still no penny.
To have you on my dreamland would be like heaven to me. To have you on my dreamland would be like heaven to me. We'll live together on that dreamland and we'll have so much fun. We live together on that dreamland and we'll have so much fun.
Large up my UK Massive.
We'll get our
Bless up Brass Oz.
from the tree.
DJ Lance and the crew. My Royal Zion Highness fam.
From the bees, we take a ride on the waterfall. We'll count the stars in the sky, and surely we'll never die. And surely we'll never die. And surely we'll never die. Oh, what a time that will be. Oh, just to wait, wait and see. And surely we'll never die. And surely.
The Queen, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Marcia Griffiths. I want me to tell you say. That's all I can tell you say is my prized possession. My prize possession. You know what I mean? Miss Marcia Griffiths, the Queen herself. You know what I love about having these special collector's items is not just the fact that not everybody has them. Because I know, not everybody does, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? That's not what it's about. It's just about the history. The fact that I can pick this stuff up and read. When one traces the development of this versatile performer, one is immediately struck by her sustained, consistent ability to combine the virtues of modern musical sophistication and certain styles that are popular worldwide with those of a more specifically black tradition, all on the bedrock of her own cultural heritage. Furthermore, she manages to do this naturally, a concept which is, in local parlance, would mean behaving without false airs and fussy narcissistic self-consciousness, and seemingly effortlessly too. I'm reading from the record right about now. Because of the much greater focus on a man's contribution to the development of popular music in Jamaica, many female singers are often neglected and almost forgotten in a few years. Not so for Marcia. After joining the field in 64, some years after the earlier Trailblazers, she has provided virtually the major portion of the women's contribution to the popular music scene, certainly up till the coming of the most recent crop of female singers. And this is so true. I'm reading right about now from the thing, you know what I mean? She became one of the most traveled and demanded artists and locals women of bright symbols. We're talking about the legend, the queen, Miss Marcia Griffiths. I got this. You know what I mean? The album is called Naturally. Marcia Griffiths, Naturally. Trust me, trust me, trust me. And I can read all kind of things. You know what I mean? If you pay attention to the interviews I've had with Marcia, you heard her talk about her relationship. You know how close her and Bunny Wheeler was. You know, Bunny's the one that wrote Electric Boogie, Electric Slide. You know what I mean? As stoic as Bunny Wheeler comes across, you'd never believe he's the one penning these fun, bright, beautiful songs. And he's also credited as a composer of Dreamland. Trust me, I'm telling you, say, it Lord, you know. It Lord, 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 Lord. It Lord, it Lord, it Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to share some more with you, all right? It's all about Marcia Griffiths. The album is Naturally Vinyl, baby.
I'd like to kiss you once more, just to hold you once more. I'd like to find out for sure if you must leave me now, my darling. Tell me now. I'd like to find out from you, why must you make me feel blue? I'd like to know what to do to make you feel alright, my darling. Never leave my side. I'd like to kiss you once more, just to hold you once more. I'd like to find out for sure if you must leave me now, my darling. Tell me now. I'd like to find out from you, why must you make me feel blue? I'd like to know what to do to make you feel alright, my darling. Never leave my side. I'd like to kiss you once more, just to hold you once more. I'd like to find out for sure if you must leave me now, my darling. Tell me now. I'd like to find out from you, why must you make me feel blue? I'd like to know what to do to make you feel alright, my darling. Never leave my side. Give love a try. Please don't say goodbye. Oh, my love, try. Please don't say goodbye. Won't you please give my love a try?
Welcome, Marlon. Welcome, Star.
I don't know
Always great to have you in the building, you know?
why you treating me so.
The queen, the legend.
My love a try. Please don't say goodbye. Come on, give my love a try. Please don't say goodbye. Give my love a try. Please don't say goodbye. Give my love a try. Don't make me cry.
The queen, ladies and gentlemen. The queen, the queen, the queen, the queen herself. Miss Marcia Griffiths. Love me some Marcia Griffiths. Trust me, trust me, trust me. And again, whenever I get an opportunity to sit down and just listen to some of these things, believe me, I'm sharing with y'all right now, but I do this on my own. I ain't gonna front. I do this on my own. Just sit here basking in the glory of what is timeless music. Reading from the back of these records. Marcia's renditions could be heard in the urban nightclub and in the roots dance of city, countryside, or mountainous interior. This is still the case now. She is equally accepted in these somewhat dissimilar circumstances by the varied audiences. The needs of this wide-ranging audience, her travel and international contact, has added the finish to what this unassuming artist, who was first discovered as a young girl singing with rudimentary accompaniment on the guitar in the street. She spoke about that too. From these classic beginnings, she went on to success. Her first in her own right? Then as part of the Bob Marley, or should I say the Bob and Marcia duo, which is Bob Andy, and she, again, go check out the interview. She speaks about these things, all right? As part of the Bob and Marcia duo, and most recently as a member of the I3, the female complement touring at the moment with the Wailers. All right, now, let me see if this have the year on it. Can we talk about... let me see if the year depend it. You know what I mean? It just said way back. It don't have the year. It just said way back. Large up the musicians. I love these things too because we get to give credit to the musicians. Keyboards, Anson Collins and Earl Lindo, a.k.a. Wire. All right, guitars, Radcliffe Bryan, Dougie. You all right? Drums, Lowell Dunbar, a.k.a. Sly Dunbar. Bass, Bertram McLean. All right, and percussions, Anson Collins himself. Brass, we got Vincent Gordon. The alto sax, we have Herman Marquis. Trumpet, Bobby Ellis. Tenor sax, Glenn DaCosta. Everybody's getting credit on here. I love it. Recording engineer, mixing engineer, Errol Brown. Produced by S.E. Pottinger. All right, and it's at Treasure Isle, recorded and remixed at Treasure Isle Recording Studios. This one is distributed by Disc Pressers in Kingston. Why are we doing all this? Because we can. All right, because we can. Big up Marcia Griffiths. Big up all the legends that do what they do. We love what you do. We appreciate you for what you do. And we got more music to drop for the masses before they vex with me. All right? Bertram McLean, a.k.a. Ranchi. You're so right, Marlon. You know the things. We're going classic on you right about now. Truly, ladies and gentlemen, check it out. It is truly a spiritual experience. Sit down and just soak it in. I got a mic shine. I want to take a minute to large up all the female artists also coming up to be inspired by Marcia. She set the pace wickedly.
I love you truly, truly. I love you truly, truly.
Credited as a composer on that one is Keith Anderson, of course, on Tell Me Now also, you know what I mean? Tune. Razak Blacker.
I'm gonna
Marlon, you're so right. We need to point that out for real.
I'm so thankful now I found you. Gonna build my whole world around you. Mark my word, I'm gonna be your girl. I hope you understand. You gotta change your plan. I'm so thankful now I found you. Gonna build my whole world around you. Mark my word, I'm gonna be your girl. Oh, mark my word, I'm gonna be your girl. Mark my word, I'm gonna be your girl. Oh, mark my word, I'm gonna be your
It's always good when we have some fellow music lovers. I want to say lovers, I mean like real music lovers in the house enough to bring some things. And you heard me earlier reading from the back of the record. All right, and we mentioned the producer, S.E. Pottinger. I'm glad you mentioned it, Marlon. S.E. Pottinger is actually Sonia Eloise Pottinger. All right, this is she's a legend. I'm gonna say Miss Pottinger O.D. All right, because she is O.D. and she's actually recognized or credited as being the first female Jamaican record producer, doing this from the 60s up to the 80s. The reason why it says on the record here and a lot of other recordings, S.E. Pottinger, is because, of course, male-dominated industry and wanting not to be judged by gender, just wanted to be taken seriously for what she does, and no setbacks, no holdbacks, no pushbacks. She said she put it down as S.E. Pottinger. But don't get it twisted, all right? Don't get it twisted. Miss Sonia Eloise Pottinger. All right? She's responsible for some early record labels in Jamaica, too. Just do the research. I think Tip Top, Rainbow High, and she was affiliated with Treasure Isle, which is where this album was actually recorded and mixed. All right? So make sure you support the ladies. That's why I always got to say, ladies, ladies, ladies. A long time you've got the pioneers setting the pace and setting some worthwhile examples for y'all to follow and come up on. Marcia Griffiths, Miss Sonia Pottinger. All right? A lot of legends. So right now when I see the ladies up there doing what they do, I feel like it's only right. It's on Gay Feet label also. You're absolutely right. You know what I mean? I think it's only right when you see the ladies getting their place up there, because when we talk about our history, there's a lot of ladies that did it well. Sometimes we separate the thing reggae dance hall, but we're just talking music right now, Jamaican music. You'll hear the names of a Marcia Griffiths. You'll hear the names of a Judy Mowat, of a Rita Marley. You'll hear the Sister Nancy's and the Lady G's and a couple of names, you know what I mean? Deborah Glasgow and Cynthia Sloss. And you hear a couple of names and so forth. And then time goes by. And you hear a one name and a two name. Right now, I'm so proud of what these ladies are doing right now. That 10, 20, 30 years from now, there's going to be another bunch of names. And they're talking about the Leelas and the Coffees and the Savannahs and the Naomis and the Atanas, you know what I mean? And the Queen Ifrikas and the Tessans and all the names and the Alaines. And it's just a plethora of talented female artists up there waving that banner and waving it high. Proud of these ladies, man. I'm proud of these ladies. And I'm ever so grateful for the legendary Miss Marcia Griffiths for setting the trend, for blazing that trail so that these ladies can follow. And again, one of my prized possessions, I got a few records, a few vinyls that just my prized possession. You know what I mean? I sit back and it's like a book, it's like a novel for me. As I listen to the music, I read them over and over. You know when you have your favorite books and you've read it 10 times, but every now and then you get the feel, you get the urge to go read it again. And it's like a new book, like a new read. Same thing. The album is called Naturally. All right? And it says here, this LP amply demonstrates the flowering of her talent, as it includes some of her earlier material as well as more recent cuts. And when it's a recent, we're talking about back in the 80s now. You know what I mean? 80s now. You know what I'm saying? And one hears strains of the black tradition, unforced use of slur, slide and subtle suggestions, the flattened blue notes. She's at once pleasant and serious. The full body, and you get that right, so that's an oxymoron in itself, you know what I mean? She's at once, at the same one time, pleasant, yet serious. Full-bodied belly tones that one hears, while not as directly gospel-inspired as those of a Gladys Knight or an Aretha. And I'm going to stop right there. This is somebody writing about, Marcia didn't write this, right? But this is somebody writing about Marcia Griffiths in the same breath as the Gladys Knights and the Arethas, the Queens, all right? And she's rightly placed, rightly up there with the Queens because she is our queen, the queen, our queen. We celebrate Marcia Griffiths, all right? So, or students sensuous like those of a Tina Turner or a Mavis Staple, they never even stop them still I do it. Have suggestions of these styles in addition to local overtones, Marcia accomplishes her blend with a beguiling minimum of flourish. The result is rich, and satisfying, especially in the framework of the current reggae form. Even when dealing with themes that have been addressed by many performers, she manages to remain fresh and believable and communicates her charm and her message, but credible. She naturally does so. No sham, no artificial mouthings of overworked musical and verbal cliches, but again, credible, creative treatings of the human condition from the point of view, often a conscious black woman, but many times also from the broad perspective of mankind in general. The album also includes a couple of selections of more philosophic bent, which compels listeners, even if one does not agree with the points, they are compelled. This, then, is an artist of the fullest sense of the word. Polished, not overdone. Natural, not careless. Casual, but not flippant. Internationally understandable, but remaining firmly true to her roots. I'm going to read a section there one more time because this is something that even Bugle spoke of when we're here. There's a process. There's a formula to achieve the international success and recognition. And I'm going to read this paragraph one more time. This, then, is an artist in the fullest sense of the word. Polished, but not overdone. Natural, not careless. Casual, but not flippant. Internationally understandable, but remaining firmly true to her roots. Here's Marcia Griffiths, Natural in Mind.
You ask if you
song is called Stay, from the album, the appropriately titled Natural. So natural, so effortless with it. Marcia Griffiths, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you said EK Life has no accidents, huh? It's a wonderful, wonderful Sunday evening. Happy belated Thanksgiving to everybody. Happy Monday Eve. Happy Sunday. Hope you're enjoying Marcia like I am.
Everyone's entitled to just one mistake or even two. So stay, 'cause I love you. Yes, stay if you love me too. Yes, stay, 'cause I need you. Honey, stay. There's no heaven without stay, 'cause I love you. Darling, stay, 'cause I need you.
The Queen, ladies and gentlemen, Marcia Griffiths. The song is called Stay. Again, the album, Naturally. We're talking about classics. I'm gonna look it up and find out exactly when it was released because it doesn't state on the actual record here when it was released. But you know, let me tell you that. You know what? Let me check here and see if it does say so. On here, no, it does not. But again, Marcia Griffiths, Naturally, produced by Miss S.E. Pottinger. All right, and we're gonna you know what? Let's find out when it was. Let's find out when it was released. You know what I mean? Because yeah, we have the capability. So why not do so? Why not do so? Why not do so? Right? Marcia Griffiths, Naturally album. Here we go. Wow. You know, I'm gonna get deep with this right about now because I always knew that there was a connection. This album, I've had a connection with this album since I got it. Got it from my father. Big up yourself. Thank you so much. It was released in 1978, which is the year of my birth. There is a connection. There had to have been something. I didn't realize it. Marcia, we here. All right. But it was, this is the original release, Naturally, which came out in 1978. And it was re-released sometime later as Dreamland. But this is the original right here. And again, we're just paying tribute to the Queen. It's almost time for us to get up out of here. But I got to drop this for you. I got to give you this one. All right? From side B. And I got to credit all these writers. Keith Anderson for this one. Marlon, you know where I'm going with this, right? Music, baby. Music.
Woo-hoo.
Blessings, Mark. Good to see you. Glad you enjoyed that Jah Movement show. They're dope. Yes, Marlon, that's what I said. Me have the connection, man. 1978. No wonder I'm connected with this. When this album was being conceived, so was I. When this album was pressed and birthed, so was I. The connection runs deep. Queen, y'all. The queen is Marcia Griffiths. Feel like jumping. It's a vibe. I'm digging it, man. I'm telling you, I'm digging it. I want to get right now into Lonesome Feeling, of course, written by Bob Marley.
Listening to Homegrown with G. Cole. He's got a heart of gold.
So bad.
Harmony's a star. Cool now. That classic sound. Miss Marcia Griffiths. Lonesome Feeling. Again, the album is called Naturally. It's a classic record. A legendary album. Track 1 all the way to track 10. Just marvelous, just amazing, just beautiful. Again, spiritual moment for me, all right? Blessings, Tracy. Welcome. Large upon my massive uncroaked in Canada. I stay warm, but I'd say stay warm. But y'all know you need to be in Florida. Gentlemen, Marcia Griffiths. It's called Survival. Blessings to my Hawaii massive that's locked in right now. Also, of course, everybody down in Jamaica that's logging in right about now. St. Thomas Bay is in the building. Ochi is too. Tune's called Melody Life. One big up brother Steve James. Yes, man.
When you're in love, it's a lovely life. When someone asks you to be his wife, it is so good for you to settle down. It doesn't pay for you to roam the town. When you find someone who is true to you, someone who'll do what you want to
one of the sacred reggae albums to me. We talk about Catch a Fire, enough of them classics there. And we have our classic vaults. This right here needs to be up there. That's why my Mount Rushmore can't be complete without Marcia on it. This me mean.
When you're in love, it's a lovely life. When you're in love, it's a lovely, lovely life.
I'm gonna read from this one more time. I lodge at the musicians because they deserve so much credit. Keyboards, Ansa College and Lindo. Why I'm calling him, you know? Guitars, Radcliffe Bryan, also known as Dougie, of course. Sly Dunbar on drums. Bertram McLean, aka Ranchi, on bass. All right, percussions is Ansa Collins himself. And you hear them horns, the brass section there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Trombone, Vincent Gordon. All right. Alto sax is Herman Marquis. Trumpet, Bobby Ellis. And tenor sax is Glenn DaCosta. Why are we doing that? It's that dope. It's that dope that we've got to acknowledge, all right? I'm bring up all the composers on this one. Bunny Wheeler, Keith Anderson, Bob Marley, Coghlan Doe, all right? And Keith Anderson, a lot of these. And again, of course, one more time, Large Up, the first ever recognized reggae producer, Miss Sonia Pottinger. Sonia Eloise Pottinger, O.D., all right, we're giving all the credits that she's due and earned. Is the one that produced this one. So whenever you say S.E. Pottinger on a production, that's her. You know, I mean, we know the thing go back in the day. She had to hold it down. You know, what I mean, keep it on a low. You know, for all them insecure people don't trip and say, "Well, we're not having a record. You go out the door." But can you imagine if a record, if an album, if an LP like this never come out, how robbed we would have been? How denied we would have been, how different life would have been. Nah, baby. We're very, 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 very thankful, very, very grateful. I want to bless up everybody that's in with me right about now. It's time for me to get up out of here. I appreciate y'all again for joining me for tonight's vinyl feature. Miss John, man, I was gone for a couple of days, so it's a blast to be back. But this one, send all love, all respect, all honor to the queen herself, Miss Marcia Griffiths. The album again is called Naturally, released in the year of my birth, 1978. So the connection is deep. All right. Much respects. We're going to go out on this one. This is the final track on this one. It is called I've Got to Go Back Home. All right. Check this one out. Keep it moving. Keep it grooving. It is Homegrown.
I know in these times we all need to go back home. So let me take you home.
Drum bar for real. And then play this another rum bar for real.
I'm going home. This couldn't be my home. No, it must be somewhere else, or I would kill myself. Nothing like a future here. I've got to leave this land. I gotta find myself on some other scent. I just can't stand this life of living. Lord, I can't get no food to eat. I can't get no clothes to wear. I can't
legend, the queen. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to go. I thank y'all so much. Remember, if you're yet to subscribe to the podcast, we are available on iTunes, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, Google Play, iHeartRadio. I'm going to put this up on YouTube pretty soon also. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, Homegrown with G. Cole, all right? See y'all again tomorrow. Just about this time. Marlon. It's a joy, my brother. It's a joy. I got to get you up in the studio one of these days so we can chop it up. Share some of that knowledge with the peoples, you know what I mean? Want to big up Tracy, want to big up EK, want to big up Hope. Everybody. Suzette. Mish, Julianne. Mark. Be safe, be kind, and be good to each other. My name is G. Cole, and this is Homegrown.